So we've known for a while that COVID does have an impact on both male and female fertility. This is from 2022. COVID-19 alters levels of fertility-related protein in men, study suggests. But what we didn't know is the long-term impact of this. Folks, Fernando doing our video for the Modern Survivalist, as always. And in this case, looking at this research coming up from a clinic in a reproductive unit in Madrid, Spain, which is interesting. There hasn't been a whole lot of dedication into knowing exactly what impact it has on fertility. And I'm not even getting into some of the conspiracy theories, or not even getting into them. Some of the things are no longer conspiracy theories, such as certain labs in certain places in China and certain people that are behind this virus that spread all over the world. No, let's not even touch that. Let's just look at the facts that we're dealing with right now. COVID could harm men's sperm months after infection. So it says having even a mild COVID-19 infection could trigger a month-long drop in sperm, and new study finds researchers found both lower sperm concentrations and fewer sperm that were able to swim when studying men, an average of 100 days after COVID infection, which is enough time for new sperm to be produced. There has been previous studies that show semen quality is affected in the short term following COVID infection, but, and this is important, as far as we are aware, none that have followed men for a longer period of time, said researcher Rocío Núñez Galón, scientific advisor at UR International Group at the Scientific Reproductive Unit in Madrid, Spain. So they knew that it had an impact. They did not expect to find that it has a long-term impact. We assumed that semen quality would improve once new sperm were being generated, but this was not the case. We do not know how long it might take for semen quality to be restored, and it may be the case that COVID has caused permanent damage, even in men who suffered only a mild infection, Núñez Galón added. Núñez Galón and her colleagues decided to study this after observing that in some men attending clinics in Spain for assisted reproductive treatment, semen quality was worse after COVID infection than before the infection, even though they had recovered and the infection was mild. Since it takes approximately 78 days to create new sperm, it seems appropriate to evaluate semen quality, and so it goes. Basically, long-term damage to your reproductive infertility. This found statistically significant difference in a number of metrics, including semen volume, which was down 20%, and sperm concentration, which was down 26%. These numbers are huge. They also found a drop in sperm count, down 37.5%, and a total motility, which I guess is how much it moves, which is being able to move and swim. There it is. The ability to move and swim forward, down 9%. Numbers of live sperm were also down 5%. Motility and the total sperm count were the most severely affected. Half of the men had total sperm counts that were 57% lower after COVID compared to the pre-COVID samples. The study discovered the shape of the sperm was not significantly affected. This is massive. This should be all over the place, and it's not. It just makes you wonder who was behind this, who created this in a lab, with what purpose. Is it all just a big old coincidence? Is it intentional? Well, I don't have all the answers. I just look at stuff that is available online from reputable sources. This is not some weird conspiracy. No, this is actual people that work in the reproductive field and have noticed that, man, look, this is a big difference. This is not the same. And as time goes by, it's not just getting over the infection. No, 100 days after having had the infection, this still goes on. This is no joke, because this is already being affected by other aspects of the modern lifestyle, such as plastics, pesticides, all of these, which have consistently been diminishing and reducing the fertility rate across the entire globe. This just makes things worse. If we combine this with the low fertility rate that we have in the planet in general, as we talked before, dropping way below that 2.1 replacement rate, this is super concerning, okay? So guys, that's it. I hope you take care and keep preparing for the interesting times that are ahead. This will have a massive impact in a very short period of time, as we see less people, as we see less younger generations, as the people put two and two together and they realize that there's not enough kids. There's not enough kids means there's not going to be enough young men in a very short period of time, and that's when things will get a lot worse. Guys, as always, if you want to learn more about preparing, you have the channel and you have the book Street Survival Skills, Surviving the Economic Collapse. Both of these will be crucial for your preparedness in the coming years. See you next time. Take care.